Welcome back to Chicago Cars Direct. Today we're going to spend some time with the fastest sport utility available for North American roads. This is the 2008 Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT8. Under the hood of this Grand Cherokee, you're going to find the SRT8 spec 6.1 liter Hemi V8 engine. Now in this spec, it makes 420 horsepower, 425 foot-pounds of torque. It's made it to a durable 5-speed automatic transmission manufactured by Mercedes. And this is a all-wheel drive car as well. This is the only all-wheel drive setup they have for the SRTs. And these engines make so much torque that it's easy to get a lot of rear wheel spin in the other models. This is why I like this one the most. This actually has the fastest acceleration times as well of all the SRT8 product. And the reason for that being is it gets the absolute best traction. Makes the most of the torque on the low end, but fully loaded on the inside, all the leather and options you'd ever want. Right, Dave? But let's take a walk around this Jeep because it's pretty amazing. This car's covered 22,000 miles in its life and shows great for it. Black paint is really tough to keep as close to stock as possible, and whoever had it took great care. You can see just a couple of really light stone chips across the front here. If you walk up on them, but you probably can't even see them through the camera. Other than that, it's fantastic. The lower cladding here is specific to the SRT8 model. Taking a walk onto the driver's side. This is a 20-inch wheel. You got an Eagle F1 Supercar tire on here, 245/45 ZR20. And you can see here Alcoa forged single-piece aluminum wheel here, and also a Brembo brake caliper in there for the Brembo brakes that this Jeep is equipped with. Well, take a look down the side. It's all stock. That lower fender rocker trim there is added for the SRT8. But the reflection in that paint is stunning. That whole side does look beautiful. Coming around to the rear, you can see the park sensors across the bumper. The center mount exhaust is also a big part of the SRT8's appearance. You've got a backup camera back there as well as a two-piece tailgate design. Proper SRT8 badge. And then back around to the passenger's side, the reflection is stunning and it's uniform all the way down. In the rear, you got a two-piece tailgate design. There's a backup camera mounted right here, but you can pop the glass just for quick access to get in. If I close that, I can open the whole hatch. Light, easy effort. You have two sets of mats here. You got the original carpeted factory mats. Here's the rears, the fronts as well, all in excellent condition. And you may wonder why they're all in excellent condition. Well, it's because the original owner took the time to invest in the factory-size winter inserts for every passenger. So you can see they've been used, but they've obviously done their time and also put a weather cover over the back there. You can see you got the security cargo cover here, and under the floorboard, you've got storage for nothing. Take a look across the SRT8 style seats. These are inspired after the seats that come in the Dodge Viper, which is the fastest car that the Chrysler Corporation makes, but really no wear. You'll see wear along here in virtually every example I've seen, at least. The lightest wrinkling in the leather, which is going to happen no matter what because leather does wear. Dual power seats with a memory for the driver, but you know, it's a low step, and I actually dropped in here. Grand Cherokee's not an essentially large truck by any means, but got a tilt wheel here that telescopes as well. Power pedal adjustment. Just looking across this interior, I've always been a big fan of the Jeep. I know we've got a couple of these videos out there previously, but we've never done the 08 model. There's some really nice interior updates. The steering wheel's been redesigned. It did not previously have a telescoping feature, which it does now, which is pretty neat. But this navigation system is much easier to use than the previous generations. You used to have to use all the knobs and the buttons on the side. This one is a touch screen, so you can see the map right there. Shows exactly where we're sitting right now. But this is also a Sirius satellite radio with a CD with DVD audio built in. Drive right here. It's nice to have, but that nav system, like I said, much improved. Just below that, ESP here. This electronic stability program. This button will turn it off. It's four-wheel traction control. This is for a certain power outlet source. If you look at here, you got your park distance control. I'm going to pop this in reverse. You'll see the camera pops on right on the screen. And if we wanted to back up towards the Z06, we can do so. Right there, not too bad. Right below that, dual zone climate control. Just set it and forget it. Along with heated front seats for both outside occupants. taking a look, you got a really sporty driving position. It's really a commanding seat. These bolsters are fantastic. They really hold you in place. But this does have the auto stick mode. That's what they call the manual override for the automatic. But just drop it and drive. It's a drive like any other. If you want to go into the manual mode, just pop it to the left. The digital readout on the display will show you the gear you're in. You can use it, pop it to the right to upshift, pop it to the left to downshift. It's as simple as that. But this is a really, really fast truck, which we'll show you very shortly because we are going to take it for a spin. SRT8's the top of the line Grand Cherokee, and just jumping in here, you got leather and this simulated suede on the interior, but very comfy. I'm a 6-footer. This is exactly where I had my seat when I was just up front there, and I'm comfy back here. You could put 3 across pretty easily. We're out doing our highway drive, and you know, going at highway speeds in a Jeep that is very serene, very comfortable, very sedate. This is definitely a performance, I'd say performance car, because it has a level of performance that most cars can't even achieve, especially in acceleration. This engine is so powerful that it's difficult to describe. The sound is amazing here. I mean, just this, that's a great V8 noise. But the thrust is instantaneous. You barely lean into the throttle and you can feel the engine's response right away. But I mean, these seats are fantastic. You're sitting up high. It's a full-time 4-wheel drive system, so we don't have any transfer case stuff. You know, so you could drive it all year round, which I really can't say that about any of the other SRT8s. When you consider all the technology built into this and the value of that, you know, this is an 08 with 22,000 miles, still in factory warranty, and is really the only car like it. I guess, you know, the Chevy aficionados would say the Trailblazer SS is another performance truck. Don't get me wrong, that's a sport truck. It's not a performance truck. It does not have this kind of power. It doesn't have this kind of razor sharp feedback. You still ride really flat. It stays nice and simple, but these seats are much better. And overall, I like this interior and the refinement, drivability more. Trailblazer SS is a very nice truck. I'm not knocking it, but this is definitely, in my mind, a step above that. I drive a lot of cars, so I think my opinion should matter a little bit. The one thing I love about this truck is the thrust. So, just to give you an indication of how truly fast this is, I want to get us to a point where, heck, I'm even crack the roof here. Hopefully this gets us a little exhaust, so we're about to go under the bridge here, but this sounds awesome. Listen, full on. It's about the closest thing to a NASCAR V8, and we are coming in really hot into a curve here in a Jeep. You're getting some feedback, but the balance is pretty amazing. Steering's, you know, it's truck steering, but I'm on balance. I'm getting pretty good communication from the tires. I'll put it down right here. Hold it on. No, boy. There's no reason the truck should do that, ever. Just to give you an idea of the full-on acceleration, this is one of my favorite things to do, obviously, but 4-wheel drive, there's no drama or anything. You literally just punch it and go. We're in drive. I'm not even in the manual mode. Here we are. That's amazing for a truck. It's so easy to drive. And here's another crazy thought about the way this driveline is set up. The Hennessy company that builds a lot of the Chryslers, they build a 650 Venom, I think they call it, or something, or the Hennessy 650 Grand Cherokee. They don't even, I guess they beef up the torque converter a little bit. For what reason, I don't know, but what they do is essentially leave the driveline stock with 650 horsepower, saying that it's, on all their testing they've done, that this driveline is strong enough for that kind of power. Any kind of technician or engineer would know that you have to have a very, very tough setup to handle that kind of power, and if they didn't modify it from the factory, that's pretty surprising. And a pretty nice compliment to this truck, because I think that's pretty amazing in itself that this thing can snap them off like that. I've read some of the other comments on the Jeep SRT8s we've had on YouTube, but it's pretty funny. You get a pretty wide response from a lot of these guys, and a lot of guys overseas in Europe, you don't get to appreciate something like this, and it's a piece of American crap. It really isn't. When Mercedes-Benz came into Chrysler, I mean, they re-engineered the build quality of these cars. The refinement, everything is damped. I mean, it drives like a world-class car. And to think that that is a push-rod engine in there, there is immediate torque that you don't see in a lot of European engines. I mean, hence the fact that this can run with the brand new Porsche Cayenne Turbo S. That's a 550 horsepower truck. I got a couple great pieces of information here. Just shows the auto check and Carfax vehicle history reports. As I normally state, nothing really to note. The car is just blemish-free as far as history goes, just a couple registration events and that's it. But check out over 60 pictures of this beautiful Grand Cherokee on our website. You'll find us at chicagocarsdirect.com. And after you're done checking our website out, go to our YouTube channel. You'll find us at youtube.com/chicagocarsdirect. Thanks for going for a ride with us. We'll see you next time.